this is Mike, and welcome to our trip to Cuba. This is the port when you're pulling in. Lots of cranes. That means there's a lot of building going on. I love these buildings, especially the one that looks like the Capitol. This plane was buzzing us the whole time as we were coming in, just going around in circles, wasting a lot of gas, wasting a lot of time. I hope it was his job. I hope he was getting paid for it. But if the government there was paying for it, it wasn't getting paid very much from what we understand. I do not know who they are. We will remove this from the slide immediately. Here's those three buildings. I love them, and the Coral building in the back. It's just so nice, and there's a statue in a little square. Here I am looking for near a cigar shop. There's the Christ of Havana statue. We'll see that later. I got her number. She's really nice. I'm going to give her a buzz. And there are those three buildings again. Just love them. So now we're going to show you some of those classic cars you heard about in Havana, in Cuba. Look at them. They're beautiful. Look at that pink car, nice and shiny. They were just really nicely done, all kept up. They're really, really proud of these cars. I'm sure Americans are going to come and buy them up eventually when you can. Look at that. The colors are just really nice, just well done. There's that woman I met on the boat again. She's just really cute. Look at that car. That's super nice. Oh, that's George. He drove us around for the 2 days. Take his number if you're going to Cuba. So this is the Fuster House. I'm not going to read this. You can read it. It's going slow enough. You'll be able to read it. If you can't read it and it's too fast, just rewind it or don't even bother. It's really a cool place. It's all ceramic, mosaic art, and it's just really, really neat. Never knew about it. George knew about it, our driver. He knew a lot of cool places to take us. Great way to get around and know Cuba, and it was safe. I felt safe with him. Big guy, punch out. So here are the pictures of the Fuster House, and look how cool these pictures are. It's all mosaic, ceramic. There's that woman again. She's in all the freaking pictures. Oh, she's starting to get to know me. This turtle was cool. Wherever you went, he'd follow you, want to be petted. Wherever I went, he followed me and wanted to be petted. That was very cool. And this place was really big, and he did the whole neighborhood, and he's not charged the neighborhood anything. There's Lori. He didn't charge the neighbors anything. He's been doing this for many years. He sells his artwork. There's no fee to get in, not even a donation box, which is interesting. And look how beautiful this stuff is. I don't know where he gets his supplies from. I don't really like that picture. I didn't think it was right, but the girls made us do it. Look at that. It's just really, really beautiful. Something to see. Definitely something not to pass up. It's quick. You know, spend a half an hour, 45 minutes tops. And it's not far from where we were in Havana, which was down by the port where the boats dock. So enjoy the rest of the pictures. So we're in the car and George goes, "Hey, do you want to go to the forest?" And I'm like, "No, what's in the forest?" And he goes, "No, it's a cool place." Well, apparently it's the Almendez River, which is also known as the Voodoo River, and they practice all kinds of rituals in Santeria, and there's definitely bones and broken plates. And here it is. It does look really nice. It's definitely nice. It's a cool place. It's a cool place because it provides shade. We all like the shade. It was pretty hot while we were there. I went down to the riverbanks. Everybody else was afraid. And actually, no one was afraid. It was just I went down. And it was pretty nice. You know, definitely something you could go to. You don't have to go to, "Hey, Jay, what's happening?" Here's George. "Hey, George, what up?" So next we went to the tobacco factory, which of course you know is why I wanted to get some Cuban cigars. They told us many times no photographs and videos, so you'll see nothing other than this writing. Yeah, right. You know who they're dealing with here. So this is where they're actually making the cigars. They had different areas. There were women separating the leaves by colors. These guys were actually making the cigars. There was also a room with apprentices that they were learning how to make cigars to get to this room. Apparently they have to make like 1,200 cigars a day. The women that were looking at the leaves, making sure they were separating them by colors, were smoking cigars while they were doing it. I could only imagine how much nicotine they're smoking, and it's all in their hands. It's amazing. Here I am just going, "Oh, give me a cigar." That's the apprentice shop. Look at all those cigars. Look at all those cigars. They look good. That guy was making the labels for the boxes. Here I am in the cigar shop going, and there's Jay, not really caring, but he had fun. And trying to figure out what kind of cigar I wanted. There was so many to choose from. Those are the ones I ended up getting. Hey, it's me. There's rum also in the rum place there in the cigar side. So our next stop was the Hemingway house. Once again, you can read this. I was pretty burnt out by this time. I wasn't really in the mood to go to his house. He wasn't really serving any dinner or lunch or anything. So I sort of went off to a chair and went to sleep. But Eileen and everybody else, Jay and Lori, went and looked around in the rooms and stuff. And apparently he has a lot of books and furniture and deer heads and things. And there's lots of books. The one cool thing that I did see in this is in the bathroom, there's some writing on the wall. You'll see that. And the writing is, there it is actually his weight. He would write his weight down. Sort of interesting. More books. I guess, the guy's an author. I guess he'd have a lot of books. And there's some view from some part of his house. Like I said, I was sleeping. They were walking around. There's his boat. He's got a boat. Okay. Hemingway's boat. Woohoo! They were singing ballads to Hemingway. I have no idea. Wasn't listening. Here's the Christ of Havana. Really cool, large statue of Christ looking over, I don't know, the water over there. Eileen, nice picture. That's me and George discussing politics and me trying to understand how the hell Cuba works. Pretty neat place, though. Liked it a lot. Here's the Hotel Nacional de Cuba. A lot of very famous people stayed there. Robert Redford, saw a picture of him. Pretty nice place. Didn't stay there. Real nice backyard. We had a great time there. Here's the Revolution Square. Speaking to George, he said they were forced to go to Castro's speeches. They lasted 5 hours in the blistering heat. They took attendance when you got there, and they took attendance when you left. They took you from work. You had no choice. You had to go. And a lot of people did not agree with what he had to say. So we went on a bit of a walking tour with George down some shopping areas. Oh, mezuzah. Hey, there's Jews in Cuba. What do you know? And a synagogue in Cuba. We couldn't find it. We didn't look that hard, but it's there. There's some cannons just laying around the street. I was like, how'd that happen? Well, apparently they dug them up out of here, and we were discussing how they did that. And here's some really nice architecture. You'll see the next one is from the front view. There it is. It's pretty neat. I think it's really nice looking. Here's a group photo, minus me, so it's really not a group photo. So when I saw that happening, I said, hey, don't forget me. Got to jump in the back, right? Here's a place we stopped for coffee. I don't drink coffee, but Lori loves coffee, so she had a Cuban black coffee. She was buzzing. Then this is called a bonbon. So George had one, Eileen had one. Looks pretty neat, very sweet. Here's a group picture. Hey, George, how you doing? And there's me and Eileen. Yep, and here's a nice sunset coming up. In that bonbon, it was made with some kind of milk, sweet milk. What happened here? I don't know. I'm a little behind. So there's a big view of the top of the buildings. Look at that necklace. I love that necklace Eileen's wearing. If it was straight, it would be nicer. These tables are so cool. They're all made from sewing tables, sewing machine tables. Look at the bottom. Those are sewing machine tables. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, this is awesome. So I took a picture of all these sewing machine table bottoms. What a great way to repurpose things. Eileen Foley would love that. Here's another panoramic view. When we were eating dinner, apparently we were eating dinner with Jesus, and I don't know who that is, maybe Paul. Then I stopped in a church and took a couple of pictures. I always like going into churches and taking pictures and maybe lighting a candle or two, but there was no candles here, so I didn't get to light any candles. And then this next picture is, hey, they're running Windows XP. A little blurry, but it's Windows XP because it's XP.
No, I don't speak Spanish, speak English. Speak English, not Spanish. I don't know doggy Spanish. Oh! What? You ate a whole wheel of cheese and you pooped in the refrigerator? No, I'm not mad at you. I'm quite impressed.
So what did we do on the ship? Well, we hung out, we sat around and chatted. We had a good time. There we are, all having a good time. That was the first day. We were looking around. Drinks, lots of drinks, free drinks on this cruise. Too bad I don't drink. There's Lori and Eileen. The Bloody Marys were horrible. Here's my friend Liliana. She was at the coffee bar. I was going to take her home. She was going to come home with us, but Eileen wouldn't let us, so we just took a group picture anyway. She was awesome. Eileen's toes. You got to have toe pictures. Let's see what else. Oh, treadmills. Yeah, we were at the gym every day. Elliptical, treadmill. Here I am playing a game or sleeping, one of the two. I don't know which one it is. More toes. Got to have those toe pictures. Either by a pool or something. Hey, we went to an auction. Felt like I was at Christie's. Was going to buy some paintings and things, and Eileen put a stop to it immediately. It was either a Peter Max or a kitchen. Oh, chopsticks. Great new use for chopsticks. Putting them on your nose. Yeah, I'm with the new things, new fashions. Lori's covered up by a napkin the size of a blanket. That's pretty funny. Here's Jay, looking suave and debonair as usual. And here's a nice group picture there. Look, we all look really fun. There's some food. Oh, so we decided one day to try all the desserts. I don't know, I think there was about 12 desserts. Me and Lori just tried a little piece of this and a little piece of that. Some were pretty disgusting, some were good. Most were disgusting though. Eileen took all the chocolate off the top though. She pulled off all the pieces of chocolate off the top. That's why you'll see pieces of cake that have no tops. Eileen ate them. What else? Look, yeah, there's that flan up in the top there. That was pretty disgusting. Yeah, we had a fun time. Lori's wearing her napkin blanket cape. There she goes, dun 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 dun. And yep, that's my happy face, right? I'm being happy, and here's my crazy face. This is my crazy face. It's okay. I like to be crazy. Smooches for Eileen. You know, I just met her, so I had to give her a kiss. And there we are, just in bliss. So check out this picture. Look at the woman in the bottom left there. What does that look like? What does that look like? That was in our room. For me, it looked like her nipple. I was just like, what the hell is that? Oh, I got a mango. Someone gave me a mango, a Cuban mango. It was good. And of course, I found a penny where a penny shouldn't be in a cruise casino. They don't take money. They only take cards. It was pitch black. It was just vacuumed, and there was the penny. So of course I'm going to have to do a segment on towel animals. Now I don't know what the hell the animal this is. What is that? And I don't know what the freak this animal is coming up. What the hell is that? I have no freaking idea. But I made the next one. No, I didn't make that one. That's an elephant. And there's another elephant coming up from a different room. They sort of look the same, right? But I made the one coming up. That's a manatee. You could tell that's a manatee. And my next one is a jellyfish. That's a jellyfish. My animals look like animals. So we also went to the Bahamas. I don't have much to say about it. I don't like the beach. I don't like the sand. I don't like the sun. Eileen had a great time. Lori didn't really like it that much either. Eileen and Jay loved it. There they are. They had a great time. Cigars. That's why. So next year, if I can figure out how not to go nutso schizo on a long plane flight, we're going to go to Israel. And yeah, what do you call bad falafel? Falafel. That's my joke. I thought of it. See ya. Thanks for watching.